Hey, y'all. Grand Rising. Good morning. How are you? I hope you slept well. It's your girl, Miss Melanated Essential, aka Paris Price, aka Ethereal-Inner-G, signing on this morning to speak to the Divine Collective. I wanted to speak to the Divine Masculine today because I wanted to talk about coming from different cultures and lifestyles. I wanted to tell you to make sure you hold fast to your truth. Remember your roots. Remember how you were raised. If you were raised it doesn't really have to be a two-parent household, but if you were raised by someone who had good sense, someone who was well-rounded, someone who was healed with a healthy perspective on life, not a racist perspective, not a prejudiced perspective, not a survival perspective. Someone who has evolved into a testimony of what the grace and mercy, love of God really looks like. And this is if we're talking about an elder. If you're someone who was raised to take care of a woman, to be the head of household, to provide for your family, you're not someone who was raised in a household or in a bloodline that expects a woman to be rich, expects a woman to be wealthy, expects a woman to be a leader. Because although this is the reality of women in this day and age, that does not mean that that is how you were raised. That does not mean that is the bloodline you came from. Needing a woman to be rich, fancy, stylish, because you come from a culture where you are the head of household, you are the leader, you are the breadwinner. So please hold fast to your beliefs, your culture, because living in the Western Hemisphere, living in America, will brainwash you into thinking that people, including women, need to have fancy things, lots of money, designer. Women need to have a certain kind of status to be qualified to be with a certain type of man. Now, back in the day,